And here we are in the ban phase of game number 5. Let's see what we get. I mean, what adaptations do we think the teams are gonna make? Well, I mean, I would imagine the orange team is going to have a support this time, right? Surely the orange team will have a support this time. Slowbro banned again. Interesting. I don't think anyone on the opposing team plays Slowbro, which is funny enough to note. So Slowbro and Dodrio are banned. That makes sense, I suppose. Clefable Tyranitar once again, same bans as last time. Doesn't seem like much will be changing this time around, except for maybe the Pokemon that everyone decides to pick. I don't know what Pokemon Joe is probably going to lock, but if I had to guess, it'd be his main Dragapult, right? And there it is. Redluck Fox, hovering over the Umbreon, and Antkiller going with Comfey. I know for a fact that Antkiller has never played Comfey before. So, we'll see how this goes. Antkiller doesn't even have his item set up, as Vox and Jelly are going to pick Zoroark and Blastoise, respectively. Zoroark, first time we are seeing it this on this day. Zoroark has historically gone crazy in this event, mostly because it's just left alone in the early game. No one really tries to pressure Zoroark in the opposing jungle. And, you know, pressuring that Zoroark early, making it, you know, have a hard time getting that experience, you know, like a good healthy jungle invade could go absolutely crazy. Ray on the Espeon again, Eli going Dragonite, and Security locking in the Mimikyu. Interesting. Frank goes with the Eldegoss, and finally we have Sceptile on the Venusaur. Okay, so, I mean, what can we expect this game? I mean, there's definitely survivability on the opposing team now, but I do think that they... actually, no. I don't disagree with the switches. I think that the double all-arounder to make up for the lack of the second defender is probably fine. That being said, opposing team, this Blastoise could do quite a bit. This Blastoise is very hard to break. I'm not entirely sure what their game plan is for that, but, you know, it'll be fine. We do have the two big long-range backline attackers with the Dragapult and also the Venusaur. What do I expect this game? I expect probably a lot of pressure coming out from this Mimikyu. Mimikyu trying to get in very aggressively. I also expect... Well, I don't expect a jungle invade, but I think a jungle invade is probably in order just to contest this Zorua early. Because if you can stop it from hitting Zoroark for longer, you know, you have that very awkward, very weak, cute little fox boy, Zorua, who I would love to have as a pet, because he's very fluffy. That being said, he is not very threatening. And it is time for us to go into game number 5. Here we go. Let's see what we get this game. Alright, so Dreepy in the jungle. No Zorua in the jungle this time. Which means that, I mean, an invade still could happen, is the crazy part. Like, Dreepy early is, like, so weak. But now we have Zorua laning, and Zorua gonna turn into an Eevee to get off a big dunker. And that's a stack. That's a stack right there. They were out of position for that. And now we have two Eevees trying to fight a Zorua. Is the Zorua going to get out in time? I'm not sure. Frank here to save the day. And Frank going to take a lot of damage. But the Zorua did get out of there, which is absolutely massive. Alright, so, I mean, what do we do at this point? I mean, we've got to get Redluck Fox evolved, but we also have to stop this Zorua from evolving. So how are we going to do that? What's the best way to do that? I mean... I don't know, contest. Zorua going for this free Baltoy. It knows it wants to hit level 5 as urgently as possible, but it does not quite get there. We have 7 points, though. Are we going to get off a dunker? Where is the jungler going? The junglers have decided to rotate top lane. Let's see what happens here. I mean, Security stealing all of these Altarias with powerful heavy slaps. And Jelly is still at the very start of level 4 with that experience share Blastoise. Sceptile going to pick up this KO on the Baltoy as we have a Comfeed up Dratini in the lane. Dratini now going to try and get itself, evolved to Dragonite. Dratini known for kind of struggling in lane, but in 20 seconds or so, we are going to have that very important center Altaria spawn. That is contested experience, as the Mimikyu was in the opposing jungle, stealing jungle buffs, and we missed it. The Mimikyu got those buffs, and is now running towards the center. However, we're not going to be in position. We're not going to be in position for this center Altaria spawn. We're running up, but they're already on it. They're already on it, and we are going to just get in there, but hey, look. Did you see? Did you see? The Ivysaur, that's what that Pokemon's called. Sorry. The Ivysaur was out of position and ended up not getting a lot of those Altarias. I think it only got 2 Swablues there as the Mimikyu came in and did some powerful slaps with the Shadow Claw. Now Mimikyu is going to get off a 30-point dunker. A very nice score for the orange team. And now what? I mean... Well, it looks like we had a four-man push top lane. I'm not sure what's going on here, but they're going to counter push, and everyone is up here. Zoroark is going to go in there, but he's going to melt because he's a very squishy little guy. That hair looks fluffy, but apparently it's squishy instead. Frank going to be run down by the Mimikyu. The Mimikyu is ahead and slapping everybody. Ivysaur going to pick up a KO, but Mimikyu is going to slap down the Ivysaur with rapid high speed and reckless abandon. Now we're going to also slap down that Dracloak, and that is so much damage. The Mimikyu at level 10 already. And Ray with the Comfey on it, they're just going to destroy this Alecki. And here comes Dragonite as well, and this is looking dire for the purple team here. But we have a very big push up top, which means we have time to get this bottom objective instead, as we are going for these KOs on the Registeel, and Vox and Frank are going to be able to combine for that KO, but this is a shredded top lane as that Alecki is walked in and everyone gets off those points. 223 points for the orange team already here. And this Mimikyu is doing so much work. It's going in. It put another thing on the Blastoise. That's what that Pokemon's called. I remember. And now what? I mean, we're gonna just keep farming. Why stop? I mean, we're already so far ahead in experience that even after the Regi, we just have the lead. Ray getting kind of shredded by the Zoroark, though. Zoroark slapping up Ray, slapping up the Comfey, slapping up the Mimikyu. Everyone's getting slapped up by the Zoroark. The damage output is obscene. Okay, but we have Eli defending the goal from this push down in the bot lane. What are we going to do? I mean, we're going to use the Unite. We're going to drop down, and we're going to start punching people, I think, but we're on Hyper Beam, and that is not going to do enough there. They do not end up getting any more KOs than that. Alright, so we have Joe stealthed, sneaking around. No longer stealthed. Everyone getting that healing from that Eldegoss, that funny powder. That funny spore? No, it's not spores, is it? I don't know. I don't know what the passive's called, I'm gonna be honest. Alright, and now we have the Alecki spawn. Zoroark already up there, going in with the feint attacks. We're feinting, much like a Linkin Park song. And I just can't feel the way I did before. Regieleki cannot be ignored, and there it is. That is going to be a Alecki KO, and that is also a KO on the Dragonite for trying to intervene. That Alecki is just going to touch the goal. That is a goal break, and suddenly the purple team kind of just turning it around. They're kind of turning it all around, They're caught up in experience. In fact, they even have the lead in experience at this point. They get that center objective. And, well, here comes the Regirock fight. Okay, Blastoise getting hyper beamed by the Dragonite, and suddenly we have a double KO in the center as huge Solar Beam comes out from the Venusaur. This Venusaur is absolutely blasting, and Dracloak gonna be able, or Dragapult at this point, it's not a Dracloak anymore, gonna be able to chase away the Dragonite. Everyone on the orange team is now out of position. This is a free Regirock for the purple team. And they are able to make this huge turnaround, but Regirock decides to walk back. He says, nah, you guys took me too far. I'm going to heal up. But it's okay. It's only a few wasted seconds. But is this a game of seconds or is this a game of inches? I'm not entirely sure. How is the position looking? I mean, we have Mimikyu unleashing the Unite move on the Zoroark, which is level 14, by the way. Already level 14 for the Zoroark. Zoroark putting out massive damage numbers at level 14. Alright, we have Blastoise waiting patiently. We have Zoroark backing, going back. Why are we going back? We wanted the health. We're going bot now. What's the plan? Probably get ready for this Alecki. I think the Alecki is going to be up for long enough for one of the teams to get it if it is left. 30 seconds to Rayquaza. This is very, very crucial timing. Something to note, the jungle buffs for the orange team are up, but they are simply ripping the Alecki. They are just blasting it, and they instantly killed that. It is now walking towards the goal. This is something that the blue team is going to have to deal with. The Dragonite gonna jump in there with the Comfey on it. Mimikyu slapping up the Dragapult. Hyper Beam on the Blastoise, picking up the KO. We're gonna now just chase their team down. We're gonna chase their team down. Rayquaza has spawned. This is a tied game. If this Alecki touches, it's a disaster. They have to defend against this Alecki. But there's something very important going on over here. Is Vox able to get this? There's no way, right? He's getting out of there. He's backing away. He's backing away. Eli has gone back. They don't realize. They are not looking. Oh, but now they've realized. And now the Rayquaza is being abandoned. We have Sceptile using the Unite move, trying to hit the Rayquaza there. Rayquaza at half HP. Vox going to fight everybody. Absolutely blasting. The Blastoise is using the pumps of power to just knock everybody away. And oh my goodness, that is an entire team kill. Zoroark fainted. However, only blue team is alive for this Rayquaza fight. Are they gonna have the damage to get this here? Are they going to have the damage to get this? And they do. They get the Rayquaza. Can they get off the dunks? Everyone has respawned except for Ray. Dragapult left alone in the top lane. They're still down by 2 points. They are still down by 2 points. This in the center. In the center, we have 100 points scored by the Venusaur, and now it's a 98-point game. It's a 98-point game. Are they able to get any punishes off? Are they? I mean, that's a level 12 Dragapult. We should probably not be fighting that. We should probably be trying our best to score. We should be probably trying our best to score. Eli is going to faint in the bottom trying to score. We need to get points off. We are down by 98. Umbreon and Comfey together had 69 points for a moment there. It was very nice. But tragically, the pressure after the Rayquaza was just a bit too much to handle. Just a bit too much. As Team Tyrannical Eevee